Hey guys, what's up? It's Victorian. Welcome to a video about my new gaming PC. Let's jump straight into it. So the case I have is the Corsair Carbide Series, the 330R Quiet Mid-Tower Case Blackout Edition. I know it's a very boring black case. For me it's not. I really like the case, but let me explain why I went with this choice instead of doing some epic case with neon lights and glass you could see through and all that kind of stuff. The reason I did this, as you can see in the video as well, is that the room I'm gaming in is very small. My wife is usually sitting next to me, and because of that I don't have any space to put the PC anywhere, so it's standing next to me, as you can see on my desk. Because of that I need the PC to be as quiet as possible, and this is the quietest PC case I could find. I really love it because I played PUBG, The Witcher and all that kind of stuff in Ultra, Ark Survival Evolved in Ultra. It will not make a sound. It's silent as a night. I love it. It's very good. Yes, there are silent cases that have colors with orange and black, and there is a silent case with black and red. But those are less silent than this case. This is the most silent case I could find. So that's why I'm sticking with this computer case. And you can only get this one in black. Moving on, we're using the Corsair AX860 modular PSU's 860 watt 80 plus platinum power supply. And we're using the Asus ROG Strix Z370H Gaming Socket 1151 ATX motherboard, which is an amazing motherboard. I also have to give a shout out to the onboard sound system on the motherboard. Is amazing as well. It's very good. So on the motherboard we're running an Intel Core i7-8700K with a 3.7 GHz, which has a turbo which will up it to 4.7 GHz. It's the, if you want to look it up, it's the 6C12T 12 Mbit. It's the 95 watt socket 1151, of course. To cool the Intel Core i7 we're going to use a Sidemugen 5 CPR cooler, which fits on all socket, which brings me to the next point of discussion. I've chosen for air cooling because it cools my entire PC. And air cooling is more silent than liquid cooling. So that's why I did not go for liquid cooling. Liquid cooling is better for overclocking, but with this CPU wouldn't be needed, right? I mean, the i7 with a 4.7 GHz, it should not be needed for me to overclock it. So I'm not worried about that, so I went for air cooling, so it keeps my computer as silent as possible. We're running, let me see, we're running some memory on there as well, of course. We have the Corsair Vengeance LPX Black 32GB DDR4 2666 MHz. We have two of those, so we have 64 gigabytes of memory in there. Good times. We have two SD drives. It's the Samsung 960 EVO 1TB, and it's, to be exact, it's the NVMe M2 SSD PCI EX4 3200 megabytes a second. I have one of 500 gigabytes, which has Windows on there and my games, and I have 1 terabyte for recording and stuff, so I can record everything, because edit everything and then render all that kind of stuff. This takes up a lot of space. My rendering software is also only 1 terabyte. And then I have a Toshiba 4 terabyte, just a normal hard drive of 7200 RPM with a 128 Mbit cache, which is just there to dump stuff on, like music, pictures and all that kind of stuff. Everything that's not gaming related is going on the 4 terabyte. It's the dumpster. It's just everything you want to keep but you don't need. It doesn't need to perform on a high level. It's going into the 4 terabyte normal hard drive. Let's talk about the NVIDIA GeForce I have in there, because of course we have a good graphics card. I went with the Asus ROG Strix NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1080 Ti, the overclocked gaming edition, which is very good. I've not been disappointed. It's an amazing graphics card. I've never bought a computer this powerful in my life, and I love it. It's so good. It's amazing. Of course we are running Windows 10 Professional. That goes without saying. And let's talk about a monitor for a little bit. I'm running the Asus ROG Swift PG27 VQ, aka the 27-inch curved gaming LED monitor. It's an absolutely amazing monitor. It's 2.5K. It has 1 millisecond response time. It has 144 hertz, which you can overclock to 165 hertz if you want to. The reason I went with this is because most 4K screens are 60 hertz. I wanted to have 144 hertz at least, and I believe there are 1 or 2 at 4K, but that's crazy expensive. So, what are we using for a keyboard? And it's the only thing I don't have of Corsair, I believe. It's the Asus Cerberus MK2 gaming keyboard, which is a normal keyboard or a silent keyboard, whatever you want to call it. It's very, very good. It's so freaking comfortable. It's so accurate. I absolutely love it. I can highly recommend it to anyone. I wanted to buy a Corsair keyboard, but Corsair only makes mechanical keyboards, and that's really annoying if you're recording or streaming. I don't want to expose everybody to the clickety-clack sound which is going on then for 24 hours, 7 days a week if you buy a mechanical keyboard. Also, the sound is driving me nuts. Like, I really go nuts if I have a mechanical keyboard. I tried one. It's not working for me. So I had to buy an Asus. If Corsair had one, I would have bought a Corsair. Let's talk about the mouse. We are using a Corsair Gaming Scimitar Pro MOBA/MMO optical gaming mouse with 16,000 DPI. I'm very happy with this mouse. This is the best mouse I ever had so far. I had the Razer Naga and the Logitech G600 in the past. They're not even getting close to this. This is absolutely amazing. I love it. I use the MMO version because I play games like World of Warcraft, which I have my keybinds on, and that's why I'm using a MMO version. But it also, for shooters, it's also a great mouse. So if you don't play MMOs, you should buy a Corsair mouse with, you know, just a normal mouse without the MMO buttons, and you still will have an amazing mouse. The way it's lying into your hand and how accurate it is and how it's so good. I can't explain it, but it's such a good mouse. It's amazing. And I'm using, of course, the Corsair Gaming Void Pro 7.1 gaming headset, which is a phenomenal headset. It's very, very good. I love it. The 7.1 surround sound is amazing. I also have to give a shout out, of course, to the soundboard that's on the Asus motherboard, which is really, really good. The combination of those two are amazing. However, if you want to buy a headset with a working microphone, you should not buy this one, and the reason is that it only has a jack for the audio. It doesn't have a 3.5 jack for the microphone. The way to connect this, to use a microphone on your headset, you have to connect, you have to put in the 3.5 jack into a USB adapter, which is sold with the headset, so that's not the issue. But then it skips over the sound from the Asus motherboard. It doesn't use the onboard sound system anymore, and then you have very, very bad quality sound. So if you want to use this as a headset, go for it. It's absolutely amazing. It's very comfortable. The sound quality is amazing. But if you want to use a microphone on the headset as well, if you depend on that microphone, don't, because you're going to get an awful product, because you have to use a USB adapter, and then it will not use a sound card or an onboard sound card from a motherboard, and yeah, the quality sucks. So I don't know why they designed it like this. It's because I wanted to use this microphone. I was like, if it's just as good as the Blue Yeti, I might use this one, but I can't because the sound sucks and I want to have very good sound quality. And of course, we're also using a Corsair Gaming mouse mat, which is very good as well. So yeah, that's it. I have a second screen, as you guys can see. It's only there for, it's my old screen. I don't even know the brand anymore. I did buy a special foot of it so I can adjust the height. My old, the other foot that was on this second screen did not have that. So that is my new gaming PC. What is that going to do for you guys? Well, it means that my stream quality is going to go up. Instead of streaming at 720p at 30 FPS, we will be able to stream at 1080p with 30 FPS. The reason I'm keeping it 30 FPS so that people are not getting screwed over with the bandwidth. I want everybody still to be able to watch it. I could up it to 60 FPS, but then people need a high bandwidth internet connection to be able to watch my streams, and I don't want to put that for people. I don't want to, put up a blockade so that certain people can't watch me because of their internet. So yeah, I'm totally in love with my gaming PC. It did not let me down so far. It's silent as a night. It runs any game on Ultra so far. It's the keyboard, the mouse, everything. It's the complete picture. It's it's awesome. I can highly recommend it to, you know, if you have the money lying around. It's a lot of money. It is worth it though. If you love gaming, it's so worth it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. And I hope to see you guys on the next stream or video. Have a great day, guys. Bye-bye.